With this,
we're going to do a scrapbook page, and we're going to use this. I just love this.
That's beautiful.
I just love this. Yeah, I just love the colours, and it's almost like a meadow sort of floral sort of image. I just love it. I think it's great, sort of wild and free. And this is the couple of doors here that you get
also, you
as
get
well.
embellishments on the ribbon, because obviously they're all double-sided.
Yes, don't waste anything.
We'll show you the papers afterwards,
Yes.
so don't worry. So watch the demonstrations from Sue, and I'm sure you're going to love this as much as we do. Then we will show you all the papers afterwards, so don't worry.
And I'm going to use the happiness one there, and this one here that I've already fussy cut out.
Okay.
So yeah, but we're going to use this one as our base, because I just think it's wonderful. All the papers have got a strip along the bottom which give their name and everything, and I love this colour bar sort of chart as well. And then they always decorate with a border that you can use as well.
So carefully cut that bit off.
Yeah, so we're cutting this off, and then this will give us our exact 12 by 12 page size. So you need to do that if you're scrapbooking. Okay, because this is a very busy design, I'm just going to knock it back a bit at the edges.
Okay.
With just some gesso.
Okay.
I like to use gesso, perhaps rather than acrylic paint.
Why is that? Why
I don't know. I just like the fact that it's really sort of leaves that chalky texture behind.
Okay.
And you know, if I wanted to add a purple line on top of it or something, I could.
That looks
I just like
lovely.
gesso.
But it's nice because it shows that if you want to a bit mixed media, you can add that in with those, and you can do that. So just a little bit abstract. You don't have to be too precise with that.
That's right. Oh yeah, this is just sort of going sort of scruffy really. I've got a scruffy brush to do that as well.
Okay.
So I'm just flicking some extra splashes just across that corner.
Yeah.
And I just need to wipe my fingers. And I'm just going to put that to the side.
Okay,
so
so
how long will that dry?
I would say, how long will it take to dry then?
Only about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, not long. So this one's dry, and you know, you can see some gentle splashes over in that corner. So in the embellishment pack, I really like this silver ribbon. I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
So I've cut a length of that I'm going to use, and I've got a strip here that I'm just going to glue the ribbon onto just to make it sturdier, and just create like a stiffer base for it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to place that on top.
So is that just one of the strips that you've cut off one of the other 12 by 12 sheets?
Yeah, I've just cut just a random piece off of there, and I'm going to fix it probably about there. So I'm going to turn it over and just add some glue.
Do you always use like a wet glue, like a stick glue?
Kind of both, but I do like a glue stick, I must admit. Yeah, that's probably...
Would you not use red liner tape or anything like that? Or?
I have done, yeah, I have done. That's it. So I'm not going to glue it underneath at the minute, because I'm going to tuck other things in. Is that straight? And then on top of that, I've cut one of the lovely long sentiments that you find at the bottom of the page, and I've just glued that with a strip that you find at the bottom of the page as well.
And these are all still in the kit, so don't worry about it. Everything is in the kit there for you.
So I'm just going to place this slightly lower so we can see the ribbon. Just adds texture on top of there as well. Make sure that's straight, but it's... You know,
but could you add like foam pads to it if you wanted to give it a bit more dimension?
I might tuck foam pads under there actually, just to lift it.
But that's nice if you wanted to tuck like tickets behind it, if it was, you know, like a special page that you wanted to keep.
That's right, that's probably what I'm going to do, is tuck things behind. I've got this nice spotty paper, and I've done a bit already, but I'm just going to add some villainous potion just to the edges, just to colour up the sides of the paper once I've cut it, and just to bring in some ink a little bit, just to make it a bit darker.
Okay.
And the papers obviously, you know, take really well to ink. So I'm just going to tuck that behind. I've added some foam tape on the bottom.
Would you always recommend with the inks then to use like your water-based inks and things like that?
You don't have to.
No, whatever you want.
Yeah, just whatever you have in your stash, really.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this one I'll probably use this side actually,
So
because it's got that nice pattern on it.
Where did you get your inspiration for this page? Was it the paper you started
Yes,
with, or did you have a picture? What did you start with?
The papers actually give me loads of inspiration. I don't know, I just saw this as like a wild meadowy field, and I've got several pictures of, I like walking, of like my husband and I walking, so I'll probably use one of those images, which I haven't got, so, you know, this could be the image, and I might even tuck it on top of the ribbon.
Okay.
Slightly, just
or that could be where you put your journal in, your little bit about your day or whatever, and, you know, tuck bits in behind, couldn't you?
Yeah, so that's, you know, probably the image that I'm going to use on there. And then over in this corner, I'd like to sort of mirror and balance it over in this corner. So I've actually cut a little bit of dark paper as well.
Do you kind of do like a sketch first to do your layout?
Yes,
to get you know, where you want to go?
And I kind of did want to use this long strip, so it was like, okay, I'll place that at the bottom.
Okay.
You know, you see elements that you really want to use. So I'm going to place that, I've put this on foam pads as well, probably about there. And I've chosen this dark background because I am going to use the acetate. I've taken this one from this sheet that comes with the collection. Spending time with you showed me what I've been missing in life, hence perhaps, you know, the countryside. I've cut it and sacrificed this wording, actually, because I wanted to keep it loose, because you have to be careful, you know, how you glue on the back of these. So I'm going to just put a bit of glue on the wording, because I'm going to hide this.
Do you have to use a glue stick, or could you use different adhesives or anything to hold that down?
Actually, like a tape runner is really good.
Okay. Could you use brads or anything like that?
You could, certainly, yeah. Yeah, you can punch holes in this acetate, definitely.
Okay. The only thing is, obviously, if you are using your tape pens, we have got them on the show, but obviously with it being taped, sometimes you do see it after a while. They are safe to use on scrapbooking pages, but just be careful if you don't want your adhesive to show as well, so bear that in mind with those two.
Yeah, so I am going to cover that with, I've mirrored this strip here, I'm going to cover that on there. So that's not seen.
That's lovely.
And it just sort of balances it up a bit.
Or your little scrap bits and things like that.
Yes, yeah. I just like the fact, you know, you can lift that up and
they're
just
nice
adds
on the
texture.
acetate.
Yeah.
But you could add a frame over the top if you've got dies. You could cut yourself a little frame if you wanted to frame it or encapsulate it a little bit. Could you do that?
Definitely, yes. Yeah.
Could you use them on like shaker cards or things like that?
Yeah, they'll be great on shaker cards, wouldn't they? A small one, you know, you could use that as the window. Yeah, definitely. So I'm just going to add some of these lovely sort of dark floral elements, and then mirror that down here as well. I just love sort of doing a bit of flower arranging in a way, Dawn, and just, you know, using these.
Just build them up.
Yeah.
So have you fussy cut these out?
I have, yes, these are all fussy cut out that I've done already and added.
If you've got your scan and cut, because a lot of them have got a black line around some of the toppers, put them in your scan and cut, scan them in, and then cut them out. So again, you know, this is a genius way to make sure you get full embellishments from this collection. So would you could you add ink, would you add a bit of ink or a bit of glitter? Do you like to mix it up a little bit?
Yeah, I like to use, you know, different textures.
So, you know, like we've got the stencil in the kit as well. Could you stencil over this? Could you put...
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I did it this time because it's quite a fussy paper. So this banner element, I'm going to glue the top, and then I'll put foam pads on the bottom.
Yeah.
And tuck that in there, just to bring your eye sort of further down.
But also remember, with this main kit, the Hippity Hoppity collection, you are getting a free mini album worth $4.49, and I have to say it's fabulous. And as Sue was saying, Erin is doing an online class on Facebook as well on the 20th, did you say?
20th of August.
20th of August. So obviously it'll be there for you to watch as well. So bear that in mind as well. If you are a big follower of Celebrate, that will be there for you. So what are we doing now?
I'm just going to use this colour sort of swatch. I think that's great. I'm just going to tuck that in there.
Okay.
So that's basically it. Really, just needs to put my picture on there.
Okay.
And I could I hadn't thought about it, but I just wanted to use the florals. But obviously I could sort of tuck a bunny in there as well, because these bunny images are adorable.
Yeah.
That
and
was
like,
probably a bit long for this one, but
or
I
like
probably
the
could add
other
this.
embellishments or something like that. You could add like one of those or two of those in the corner, like big brads. You could add those in as well. So there's lots of potential to take this to as many levels as you want, minimal or maximise it. It's up to you. But that is beautiful, Sue. Thank you so much. That's lovely.